Good evening. When I started my junior year of high school, I started to think about what I wanted to pursue in college. This would lead me to ask myself, what is my passion? A question many people had also started asking me, in one way or another, as if it was an easy question to answer. I'd like to think about it for a couple minutes, and then realize I have no idea, and push the idea aside, because that was future me's problem. But as graduation crept closer and closer, I couldn't avoid it anymore. I had to face it head on, and now standing here on this stage, I can honestly say that I found what I'm passionate about, and I'm excited to share that with you today. But before I do, I want to talk about why having a passion actually matters. Jesus says in Matthew 6:21, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And I think that's true of passion as well. What we care about and what we're willing to invest our time and energy into reveals what truly matters to us and what we value most. Passion is what drives us when things get hard. Without it, we're just checking boxes, doing things because we're supposed to, not because we truly believe they have a purpose. What your heart is in is what rules your life. And if we're not careful, what rules our life can also ruin it. The world tells us to chase things like success, attention, money, and pleasure. We hear it every day in some sort of way. This will make you feel better. This will make you rich fast. This will finally make you good enough. But is that what life is all about? How much money I can make? How many people I can impress? How well I can fit in? I used to think passion meant being the best at something. Now I believe passion means caring enough to give your best to something. And the one I choose to give my very best to every day is Jesus. As some of you know, I've been a follower of Jesus since I was little. But if I'm honest, for a long time I wasn't passionate about him, especially as I got older. My passion shifted toward pleasing people and pleasing myself. I was chasing approval and comfort, but the treasures I stored up as a result of those things always ran out. I was left with the same empty, meaningless feeling I was trying to get away from. Although I've never done drugs or gotten into drinking, except the wine slushie I mistakenly took when I was 12, thinking it was an icy, like the ones you get at the movies, okay? But I've had my fair share of vices too. And I've learned that you can't make temporary things eternal. And it's dangerous to let your heart live in something that won't last. So, what's my passion? My passion is Jesus, his gospel. And the mission he's given me, the mission he's given all of us. One way I found I'm able to communicate the gospel most effectively is through collaboration. Through our high school, I've had many opportunities to collaborate with others. One of the most memorable ways I did this was through Ignite Coventry. Being a part of a group that intentionally takes time out of their school day to grow their relationship with Christ and with each other was an incredible experience. Outside of school, I recently became a part of a young adult group at my church. It's every Thursday at 7 p.m. at Grace Akron East, if you're interested. That's where my passion for Jesus truly ignited. Despite what many of you may be thinking, the gospel isn't just something your grandparents talk about when they want to make you feel bad about yourself. It isn't a box or an expectation you have to swerve your way out of or into. It's good news that Jesus lived the life we couldn't live, died the death we deserve, and rose again to give us eternal life and with him. And his commission to go out and make disciples is the greatest purpose I could ever live for. I do not know what each of you will pursue after today. Maybe you already know your passion. Maybe you're still figuring it out. Some of you probably aren't even listening to me anymore, and that's okay. But I pray that whatever you give your heart to, it's something that sees you and pushes you and loves you despite your faults. I pray it's something eternal. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.